2025 has been a big year for MP Adam van Koeverden. The boundaries of his riding changed to include Burlington. He won his re-election bid in quite dominant fashion, and he was finally put into a very natural position for the former Olympian as Secretary of Sport. So with all of that in mind, I chatted with the Burlington North-Milton West MP about the year of change and triumph personally, but the challenges the country has experienced.
Well, it has been a big year of change, ups and downs for sure, and a lot of interesting moments, particularly in the year of sport of 2025. And looking forward, my view is that 2026 will be even more exciting for sport, and hopefully less exciting in politics. Let's just put it that way. But I want to first congratulate Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Canada's amazing basketball player, for becoming once again the recipient of the Northern Star Award, Canada's Athlete of the Year. He joins a very, very elite group of athletes, being one of only a few to have won it more than one time. So he becomes a second-time recipient. Summer McIntosh won it last year, and she was very deserving of the nomination this year. But the judges decided it was SGA's turn once again, and I congratulate him. But when we look back on 2025, you certainly named a couple of the milestones, but I go back to the winter when we had the Four Nations Cup with the face-off with, at a really tumultuous time between Canada and the United States. Canada's victory in that tournament was a lot of fun and a good prelude to the Winter Olympic hockey tournament that we're all going to enjoy in February. But the good sports times just kept rolling all the way through the summer with Victoria Mboko and Summer McIntosh and that incredible run by our women's rugby team, the inaugural season of the Northern Super League, cyclist Magdalene Valliere winning Canada's first ever gold medal in the cycling road race. There's just so many moments that you forget some really, really poignant and important ones, but certainly the Blue Jays run in October and into November, having November baseball in January. What an incredible moment. But yeah, I know I missed like half of them because there's so many great moments, but congratulations to all the Canadian athletes that made 2025 so special. And I'm certain that with FIFA coming, 2026 is going to be even more exciting.
No doubt it is going to be great. But there is more to the world, dare I say, than sport, even though you are the Secretary of Sport. I do want to touch on something else here, and that is something that came about in the 2025 budget and can have an effect on your home riding of Milton and Burlington, so for us here in Halton, and that is the Canada Summer Jobs Program. I know you're keen on this. You wanted to talk about it, so tell us about the Canada Summer Jobs Program.
Canada Summer Jobs is one of the most important programs that we've got as a federal government. It assists community serving organizations, municipalities, small businesses, charities, conservation authorities. And, if you live in Halton, we have lots of all of those things. And youth employment is a challenge in the summer, particularly when everybody comes back to home from school. If people are going to school in Waterloo or Halifax, Nova Scotia, or Vancouver, British Columbia, and then they all come back to enjoy their summer in Halton Region, hoping for a summer job, it can be challenging because we know there's more bedrooms in Halton Region than there are youth work opportunities. So we're increasing those. We're increasing them dramatically to make sure that people have more work opportunities for their summer break. And it's for people under 30, not just students, I want to mention. Canada Summer Jobs has been an extraordinary tool for our municipality, but also the federal government and my office to be able to extend more work opportunities to young people. And not just a job, but also like a pre-career, also an opportunity to look forward to what you might want to do into your 30s and your 40s. For example, I've been working with Van Dongen's nurseries over the last couple of years to provide co-op opportunities for students who go to the University of Guelph. And they are architect engineers, they're design, they do outdoor sort of agriculture and landscaping projects. And this is a very, very professional organization that brings young professionals and future landscape architects into the nursery and gives them incredible opportunities. And every year I go back to visit the Van Dongen's nursery, I meet a couple of people who were there the previous year on a CSJ internship, and they've come back to work full time. So I know that it does more than just create work opportunities for young people and support small businesses, local charities, and community serving organizations, as well as our municipalities and conservation authorities. It does a lot for our entire workforce ecosystem. But it's also worth mentioning that over the last 3 months, Canada's added 181,000 jobs to the economy, and I credit the Canadian workforce for that. They've been innovative, they've been efficient, they've been resilient through a really challenging time. The unemployment rate is going down, and it's lower than it has been. Kudos. That's good progress, and that just demonstrates how tough Canada is when things get hard.